What's going on, everybody? It's the 8th Ocean. Today I've got a football review on the Alpha Pro 2 football cleats from Nike. These are a pair of practice cleats that I bought this year to wear in practice, as I just did. And yeah, I'm very happy with these cleats. I like them. They're really good cleats for practice. But there's some things I don't like. There's some things I like. So let's get into it. So the first thing is the fit. These cleats, are really good fitting once you can get them on. They were a little bit hard for me to get on at first when I was, first started wearing them, but it got easier. It's getting easier as I wear them more and more and more, which is with all cleats, which is still pretty good. And something that helps with the fit is this little cut right here. It actually allows for this part of your of your heel, to like kind of sit out here, and it feels a lot better. It's really nice. So the fit of these, the only thing about the fit was that it was pretty hard. Like, there's not much movement for your toe, which is good, but it also kind of sucks because I'm a person who likes to sit there and spread my toes and stuff like that while I'm sitting in my cleats. So for fit, I did give these a 7 out of 10 because it could have been better. Obviously, it can always be better. But yeah, overall, these were $15 cleats, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot of the practice cleats. But anyway, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the traction. These have some pretty good traction. As you can see, these are removable cleats, so you can unscrew these if you got one of the screwdriver things that comes with them. You can unscrew these and put on new ones, which I did, and they, when you first do, which is what I have right now, they're really, really long, which helps a lot on turf, on grass, everything. It really makes it a lot easier to, stay on the field, not fall over and stuff like that. So, comparing these to a cleat like, let's say, these ones, which are also removable, you can see the plate is fairly similar, but these ones are a little bit wider than these. So that's something about the Alphas. They are not wide. They're super small cleats. They're super straightforward and narrow, which does make, if you've got narrow feet, then it makes your traction a little better, because the fit is always going to affect your traction on a cleat. So these, just because they're removable spikes, they're not meant to last. Your traction over a few days of wearing them will go down significantly, which, buying cleats that have removable spikes that's what you're gonna get. They're not gonna last very long, but when they do, they will work pretty fairly well. Anyway, so next thing I want to talk about is the durability. These cleats have lasted quite long. I put them in the washer quite a few times too. The only thing, obviously, it's not gonna last is your spikes, because they're removable, which I think sucks, but it's all right. These things, they're pretty comfy. They're kind of tight. Obviously, like I've stated in previous videos, I have wide feet. These are narrow cleats, so it's a little bit harder for me to get into them and fit, but they do fit really well. So far they're lasting really well, actually. There's not any rips or tears anywhere, so that's really good. So these guys will last you. Now, I do recommend these cleats for linebackers, first off. Tight ends can wear these, definitely. Some offensive linemen will want these, although for linemen I recommend a little bit higher cleats, to help your ankles a little bit. So, like, things like that. Safeties, even some of you guys could be able to wear these cleats. Anyone can really wear these cleats. I just wouldn't recommend it for, like, receivers, DBs, guys who need to be speedy, because these are fairly heavy cleats. They're not exactly the lightest in the market. I got these for $15 at Marshall's. I got them to match these, even though they're a different shade of yellow, which that's all right. But anyway, so now I'm going to get into a few complaints that I do have about these cleats. The laces, I highly recommend that you guys get your own. I haven't gotten my own into these yet, but these laces are not very, very good, because they're square laces, or not square, but flat laces. They're not circular, which you need circular laces, or at least ones that aren't going to be, you have to rip it to pull it through. That's the thing that's made it really hard to get into these, is the laces on these. They're a good length and everything, but they're just not. They're too thick. They're really thick. They don't move a lot. Like a cleat with good laces is like these, which I might do a review on these cleats at some point. I don't know, probably not, honestly. But like, these are circular laces. This is what you like. Do not wear these. These laces are terrible. Get your own if you can. I highly recommend it. So that, and then obviously something that I complain about a lot is how narrow the cleat is. They're really narrow, and they don't really cater to wide-footed people. So if you're like me, you have wide feet, you can give these a shot. Like I said, I still do like these cleats a lot, but it's a little bit harder to get into them and get out of them, honestly. But they're still really good. And something else that I do actually not like is the plate on the bottom, on the inside. It is super hard. Like, you can feel the plate through the sole, which sucks, man. That's the one thing about Nike cleats, is they do not stay comfy at all. I haven't had a Nike cleat that is actually comfy in forever. Guys, that's one thing that does suck, is that Nike is not very comfy, which is why I do want to try a pair of Under Armour cleats soon, so I can see, because everyone talks about those being super comfy. So I'll be able to test that out for myself soon. So that's gonna be the end of this review. Overall, good cleat, good budget cleat, actually. I do recommend this if you don't want to get a pair of Untouchables, pair of Adazeros, pair of Spotlights, something like that. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified whenever I upload. Hey, share it with a friend. Tell me what to do next in the comments. I will respond to you. I will respond. Keep that in mind. So with that being said, though, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.